in DK. Yep, I think it's gonna be a Raven Ricky.
It's 5v5 and there's going to be Dream ESL. Obviously the supports and everyone on Boom's
The top, but they do see FPC. Hyde comes in with the battery assault, but Zephyr has the tag team. Actually, they're turning this one around. Zephyr falling pretty low. Overstepped himself a little bit. One more right click. FPC drew his first blood against Geek.
Yep.
Teskid has to be careful though. One thing about the dive is it has a very long cooldown, and like I said, as I say that, he immediately turns to re-engage. The scatter shot is there, slows him down. The cookie forward. Tag team is on. Cascade, oh, just got that one up just in time. Will he tag down? No, he won't. But now Hyde has made the rotations. Yep, battery assault. Mikoto can come into the burst. Will take, no, will not actually. Hyde will take the kill. So could have been way worse if Mikoto had it, but a kill's a kill, and Zephyr's just gonna TP right out in front of him. I don't think he does. He doesn't have a ward. He doesn't have a defensive ward.
Is that detection?
See him in. No, they don't. And immediately go in for Whitemon. Whitemon's the easier kill at this point. You probably don't want to go against a Ricky, and battery assault forward. Whitemon's gonna go down. Tries to use the cookie to buy some more time, but it won't. FPZ far forward, tries to go for the TP, but Snowball will cancel it, and he will go down. Could he actually? No, he will not.
The supports for Geek Fam, they're trying to make these rotations, but it seems like Boom, they've been able to intercept them. Ideally, you'd want to get more kills than this, just to slow down the progress on the Death Prophet. If anything, I guess. Oh, Mikoto! Knowing that Sonic Wave won't be available, they've got 2 down bottom, and look at how many heroes are here to gank FBZ.
Mikoto, if he becomes the target, he just died earlier on. That's gonna be like at least 2 deaths under his name. Oh, Astral steps forward. Doesn't have the vision onto the Ricky, so he's just gonna focus himself onto Zephyr, but he's gotta be careful. The Snowball is there. Pop the exorcism. Do you really want to fight into this one? Oh, the damage is actually enough. Geek Fam outplaying the side of Boom Esports. If you simulate, will take down at least one of them, but that's only the supports in the trade of 2 of your cores. Boom Esports thinking that they were safe, but they're far from it. And Hyde joining in the party real late. It's about time you get out of there, man. But you won't, because the Dragon Tail's gonna hold you for the longest time, and you caught yourself in there, or you're sacrificial. So you can tell they really want it. They're placing all these deep wards. They're smoked up, and they just cannot work with it. They have to go for the initiation, but it's them who's initiating against it. Paul falling pretty low and will go down. Smashing with the pushback cogs. Cuckoo has to back off, but they're coming in from behind. Raven comes in with the cleanup kill. Will take one down. It's good enough. The Walrus punches up. FBZ's falling low, has to back off. Breaks off the Spirit side, but he will walk off fine. But now Mikoto's in trouble. Raven's just gonna backstab Mikoto in his way. Dissimulate. Will get him out of there. Out of sight, out of might. And they lose only the Phoenix. So a relatively good trade going out for the Boom Esports.
And just have Troll, farm, get whatever the heck he wants, and he joins once he's got his BKB or his first major fighting item. And it's a big win for Boom because we've seen what happens with a fat Troll.
Oh, immediately point grab that pulls Cuckoo into place, but wow, immediately the damage coming up from Boom Esports just way too immense. We'll take them all down. Hook shots forward, perfectly placed by Hyde into the tree line. Catches Whitemon out of place. Cookies forward, and here we go. The power of the throw. Just claw them down one at a time. Although they are lacking the control, they have the burst with whatever they've got.
Here it goes.
Oh, we got another smoke
though.
here.
Well, FBZ, they go immediately onto FBZ. Phoenix just dive his way out of there, but they committed everything, including the Mortimer's Kisses, but FBZ is a big kill, and they're gonna get more with Cascade being silenced up, and he's already used the dive. Raven will clean it up.
Look at the vision for Boom ID. They only have one ward in that top lane. Aside from that, they don't have any vision. The map is dark. And for them to just move around like this.
Dragon Tail. Oh, he blinks in. The cookie was there to hold him in place, but Zephyr, Dream ESL will just stretch him through, and now he's gonna root up the DK. This is exactly what he's for. Claw down the tanky piece. The dragon will not live forever. He is falling low, but can they actually fight him? They will. Cuckoo kiting him. He lived way too long in this fight, and now Dream ESL's feeling a bit desperate. He's going into the second life with the Aegis, but he bounced out real fast.
Seems like he's mostly just trying to tank himself up. He's been playing the main initiator, and so far he's done such a good job just plinking forward, going for the dragon tail, and forcing a lot of attention onto himself. Oh, snowball, FBZ, fuel stuff. They're going to try and go through this task, though they managed to pull him back. Phoenix diving forward is silenced up, though, so couldn't actually continue on with the dive. Now they're going to go into FBC. This Death Prophet losing so much health, and Hive having to back out as well. Raven going forward, killing off that Death Prophet, and also a quick snipe onto that Clockwork. And now the Phoenix again getting caught out, has no buyback for 70 seconds. And it looks like Geek Fam, they've managed to call Boom ID next, but look at where the Troll Warlord is. He's actually up top farming in the jungle while their tier 3 is under siege. No one's at home defending. Oh wait, they do! Oh, it's Makoto! He actually gets taken down. They're way too far forward. Cuckoo coming in with the time. Geek Fam, it looks like they may have just disassembled Boom ID in this first game. First set of racks is 30 minutes in. And Dreamers are still farming up top.
Radiant's middle barracks.
So for Geek Fam, they just gotta keep winning these team fights. They're getting all these items, preventing all these disables, and again, another jump. This time on Clockwork, silenced up. He's got no force stuff. He can't get away from that. Ricky blink forward again onto FBZ, scooping over to the side. Oh, he's actually been protected. But can they kill up FBZ? They have to back up. Reversal, supernova. They all had to run out of the area. Now Cuckoo running right into that Troll Warlord. Bashes it there. Exorcism committed as well. They're using so much to kill off this Dragon Knight, but they finally will slay that dragon. In the meantime, though, they also managed to get the Snapfire with Makoto.
They're trying for it, but right now Raven already has his Basher, has the Manta style. So can have some sort of a control on this. Oh, immediately comes in with the initiation. Raven with the smoke screen by the backline. Mikoto jumps straight with the Astral Step. Will take him down. That's the Carl gone on the clock. With the acquisition committed already. It's too early. They don't take this fight, but Raven far too forward. Has to pop his BKB again to get out of there. Astral steps forward, catches two. He sees that Zephyr's now in the area. He's going to roll his way onto the keep and trick away. But oh my god, the Yule Scepter catches him in just in time with the silence. Raven is not going anywhere. The egg will pop, and Cuckoo will cut the loss and TP away. He's going to claw him down. Dreamer this troll is big and tanky right now. Without Raven, I don't think they have the damage, especially with Quap. The burst isn't there, and even if they could kill him once, I'm not sure if they win the game in that sense.
Protection as well, it just ran out, but still half HP. Where is everybody?
With Exorcism, they are definitely going to take the racks for sure on their end. With even the fortification coming out on their side, K is trying to play push, but he's not the best hero to do so. Immediately the hook shot forward, pushing him back with the cog. Will take the Snapfire down. That's a lot of the AoE damage gone. Zephyr's next. Tries to pump the ring for some sort of HP, but will go down eventually. Assimilate, gets out of there. Mikoto, they lose no one on the side of Boom Esports, and Geek Fam, they are looking hopeless at this point. Exorcism still up, can still chip off the racks, but it's about the timeout, so they will respect and go off.
Is also in the works to Dreamer so Carl, honestly, I like what Carl's doing. He's trying to backstab all these buildings to try and force someone back on the side of Boom. The only downside is, who's to say
yeah,
who
they actually follow the initiator. That's gone. The Clockwork is forced to buy back on this one. Dreamer probably has to get out, because without the clock, they really don't have any disable, and they maybe can kite this troll around. So Mikoto staying in the area, drops down the Void Remnant just in case. Oh, he uses the Rocket Flare. I'm not sure if he has the true side though, but they're focusing their way onto Zephyr. Zephyr shoots up their arm. Look at the troll! He will melt! He will go down. That's 100 seconds. The impossible is nothing. Mikoto will fall next. He's falling pretty low. He has the Linkage, gets away with the BKB. Then he comes with the Sunray, trying to keep his DP up. FBZ's left in the area. He has his Exorcism. So that's definitely already a win fight for Geek Fam, and they want more. They expect it's going to take FBZ down. Not only did it force the Exorcism, they forced the buyback from the clock, and they took down the troll. That secures them some sort of hope in. They're smoked up.
Are they trying
Rocket
to
punish?
Forward. Are they going to punish the Queen of Pain?
Surely not. I don't think they have the lockdown for the Queen of Pain. They have one hook shot, and they have to silence her in that duration. Otherwise, they do sponsor out Yule upwards. Can they get the silence? No, the hook shot follow-up is there, so they will have the control. Will pop the Aegis. The rotations are all coming in. Raven's in the back line. He's popped his BKB. Cave. Again, a defensive BKB has been used, but could she be baiting? Carl gets the move again. Gets pulled in, but Zephyr comes in a little bit too slow for the snowball save, and he will go down. We engage now that Dreamer is in the area. Still has the Phoenix Egg. Is Exorcism up on FBZ?
The dragon form.
Yep.
That's gonna run out.
They committed onto this. They baited out the ultimates and now they have to really run into the initiation. But the Yule Scepter, as I say it, dare I say it, this is the perfect initiation for Boom Esports, but they have the means to control this Troll Waller who is in the background. This corner on the burst will actually take him down once again. Perfect target. Now the control is gone. This is all Geek fam. Their time to do damage. FBZ is on the line. Walrus Punch will cancel his TP and immediately the tide has changed. Boom is the one losing two big calls on their side and the Phoenix as consolation. Geek fam showing them they are not out of this game just yet.
Yeah, the halberd in particular, that thing hurts him the most. Oh, so we can
this is smoke action. Who's gonna pop move first? Cuckoo gets the initiation with the Dragon Tail. He's far forward, but yes, the Black Dragon Form get out of the high ground. Can they actually finish off Hyde? Hyde is under the Mortimer's kisses, force the egg forward, and now they know two big ultimates from Boom Esports is down. This is almost looking like a win for Geek fam as it is. Control on Mikoto. Mikoto will go down. No more burn. Dreamercell's running to the back line, but he's been kited to bits. Walrus punching upward. Stun is there from the Basher. He cannot do work. It's a little too late for Dreamercell to do anything. He's been kited everywhere, left, right, and center. They just waited him out, and now Dreamercell's the one going low. He will die. 100 seconds. Has a buyback though, but Mikoto, he got back to this fight, and 100 seconds he will go down as well. He will. 100 seconds on all the big calls. Only Phoenix left without an egg. GG has been called on the side of Boom Esports. Game number 1 of this best of 5 series goes the way of Geek fam.
Because they've got Legion and DK who push reasonably well. Whereas
It's a mid Ricky.
oh, Mikoto! Okay.
So FBZ already has a great start in the bottom lane, and it seems like he might get more as Whitemon falls pretty low. One more harass with the Fate Bolt. Hyde takes another kill for FBZ. Mikoto wouldn't get pressured even more so as he already is being pressured by Cuckoo though. They're rotating a core in. They actually want to kill Zephyr. The swarm onto Hyde, so he's losing a whole lot of armor. The Void Rabbit pulls him in with the Reaper side will secure at least a 35 seconds cool down on his death timer.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt Mikoto. Is he gonna try and kill the Zephyr? Looks like he will try, but is he gonna die for this? Got hit with the urn, he will die.
Oh,
Fairy Fire?
Maybe he'll live. The death pulse didn't
Just.
catches him. He could just blink strike in with the smoke screen. Cascade actually throws himself into place. Tries to bait Raven at it, but oh, Hyde tries to take the outpost before the 10-minute mark. He will do so. Forces the rotation, but they will get the kill, and the dual damage is down, and it's nearly secure. Can they initiate? No, they can't, but they will get the kill at the very least in return with the Reaper Scythe. They get 2 supports for 1 Raven.
Make that space for Dreamercell to farm on the DK. And FBZ, he's nearby, smoked up. He has to run. Oh,
he's got to press the attack. Gets the duel immediately onto it with the Phoenix Egg. There we go. That's the combination to make sure the stun is ideally better on Raven since he is the PL. But Mikoto, despite being from behind, we know we've seen in a previous game, Raven got back with the Ricky as well, and he can do the same. Raven again falling pretty low, has to get out of there. FBC, they're fully committing to it. Tricks up the trade, he double damages out of it. Blink strikes forward. FBC, oh, enough damage coming out from Ricky. The right click will end the job as he found himself trapped in the tree lines. Going straight forward to it. They have no vision on it. Drops the scan. Catches no one, but they have a feeling that Dreamercell is going to be farming in the area. And he is. They pinged him out. Who's going to jump in with the initiation? The Yule Scepter is there by Cuckoo. Void Rabbit again. Pulled him in. Followed up with the Phantom's Raid. Easy combination and end it all with a Reaper Scythe. Successfully has to disengage. Boom Esports don't want to make that same mistake, but it has been popped. They know. Geek fam is on the chase and they don't want to stick around for too long to find out.
Hang on, mid lane.
Oh, yep, soul-binded is this PK, but he's just gonna stand and fight. It's Mikoto that will fall down. Necrophore is probably not the best target to go against, but what other choice do you have? Locks him down with the duel, and Phoenix Egg actually pops. Tries to heal FBZ up with the Sun Ray. A great trade against mid lane for a mid laner, but Cascade now will, oh, actually will not. Has to dive to get out of here. Zephyr is still in the area. Hyde is still pretty much healthy. It's all on the Dreamer Cell. He's the one guy that they can just kite around though. But they're turning this one around as the Dragon Tail with the lift comes on, tosses him back. But they don't have the power to actually finish Raven off, at least as of now. The boy grabbed him, put Hyde in a bad position. But Zephyr, he's too far forward, will blow up under the cover of that overwhelming odds. But they're going for the Roche. If Boom doesn't know that, then this could all be worth it for Geek Fam. But they are heading towards the pit. They see them there. Surely they got a sense. Get the dual damage off. Try to finish it. Anyway, they will. That's another dual damage went inside of FBC. The war is not over just yet. There's the egg which will not pop. And so a lot of their huge controls has gone from Boom Esports. Has to force a buyback from the Phoenix. Oh, they're focusing down an illusion. Ah, that's a lot of commitment for an illusion. Yeah,
there was a tanky illusion. They thought it may have been Raven. Who knows? But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Hyde on the meantime. He's loving this. Oh wait!
They must still have to be careful. They know that his Dragon Form is just about to be finished. It's just about to end. Then Raven will clean up. Goes for Dreamer Cell. Going next onto Hyde. Hyde was still in the area, but Mikoto, an even bigger target, gets Reaper scythed down. 100 seconds on his death timer. That opens the road. It's a 10-second, and I think he wants to reveal it in a win, in a huge team fight. So surely they know that he's up there. They do have their own observer, which scouts Raven out. Oh, tries to go for the cube. They know which one they do. They scout out the one guy who's running away, and they will commit everything on this guy just to make sure that they actually have the egg. And now they have absolutely nothing. They can re-engage this one. Geek Fam, they can fight back. They gotta disengage. The Yules is there. Dreamer Cell gets pulled in back with the same combination. The Prasky attack will buy him some time. He pops the BKB and get out, but the Astral step into the backlines. Cuckoo zoning out the supports. FBC still there in the area. Zephyr will time that backwards, but so far no one is dying off just yet. Mikoto now comes straight in with the smoke screen. Will just take off that Void Spirit into the backline, who's pushed out way too far forward. Raven now has the regen with the Heart of Taras, but will they just contend for it? They have the Sunray here. That will burn into his regen and his HP full. And they will take the kill down onto him.
Let's go going, Carl, all alone.
Reaper Sniper gets no one. Do you have a second duel on it? This is so worth it for FBC. If they can finish this one off, will they? They will. 152 damage on this guy.
They could have backed up, they could have waited, they had the advantage. Yeah, you lost the Aegis, but so what? And now that this has happened, there was no buyback on your PL. 3 set of Braxes, you didn't even take a set of Brax yourself.
They can fight the Roche Pit, they have the Phoenix Egg. They could actually take the war if they so wishes to. Recognizing that, immediately moves forward, gets Zephyr. One guy's down, that's one less bug to worry about. Going straight for more with his BKB, but he's being kited around. Mikoto with a backline though. Needs to drop up the smoke screen at the very least. Simulate is there, drops the smoke screen, they will not pursue. The egg is far in deep, but it will pop nonetheless. The Yules have to use defensively to avoid that stun. And he's out of there, but the Hyde actually comes in with the lift. Will hold an echo in place. Can they burn him down with the Sunray? They will. Mikoto is just dishing damage in the backlines. Oh, Raven tries to get out of this. Do they have the Dragon Tail? They do not have the range though, but the double silence with the Soulbind is there. Surely no one at it, but Whitemon is going to take down nonetheless, and they got the Dragon Tail onto Cuckoo, so they did not lose anything. No, they lost Hyde, but he bought back again.
But look at how elusive this Ricky is. He just hides under tricks of the trade, and what are you going to do when he's hiding? You can't target him. Raven's gotta be careful.
Going straight in. Yeah, he's gotta be careful though. He pops the Dragon Form already, so he will just claw this tower down. Well, I don't think they have the firepower. Oh, nice save. But they get the duel onto the right PL, and he looks like he's gone. He will go down. Cuckoo looks like the next target in line. He's been dual stepped up. That only sets up for FBC to move in closer. Tries to Astral step himself out of there, but it's back to back, and Hyde gets the trade out of that one.
So disciplined. Geek Fam could have been lured down onto the low ground to try and kill Dreamer Cell, but they know that if they step down there, they will lose bodies. So for them to be so disciplined to stay on the high ground, just throw spells at him, they almost killed him, they didn't.
Yep, straight on to the Necrophos gets the stun off, and it's the backline they want. They want to take out the save. Zephyr now gone, cannot get his next time lapse off, so now they can focus their target onto someone bigger and better. Raven is next in line, but the Crystal actually keeps FTC there. They lost all the damage. Dreamer Cell is next. He's just right-clicking them down. Actually, he has pretty decent damage, but can they fight this fight any longer? No, I don't think so. Running out of mana. He's gone. He's silenced. He is casualty at this rate. Just back off. Boom Esports recognizing that the moment FBZ is gone, they've got no firepower to work with. We'll
have to redeem themselves here, and DK doesn't want to use his buyback, but he may have to if they try and push bottom tower.
But regardless, 90 seconds without the damage coming up from FBZ, they can actually just go straight and just clear this racks off. Maybe even get one more. They just might. Cuckoo still waiting up on the high ground though. Doesn't want to take any chances. They snuck in without being caught out, and they will take the roach. The cheese is still there, but will be picked up immediately. Reaction with the sun, the Supernova's egg, just to keep them back as they make it engage out of this roach pit. Raven's not taking chances though. Holds Dreamer Cell back with the Yule Scepter. He is under the cover of smoke. Not the ideal place. You want to fight him as he will just turn this one around against you. And Dreamer Cell, that guy hits like a beast. Has to be saved by Zephyr. Zephyr used the time lapse onto him, but now the dual damage is in coming in onto the Necro. Let's secure the damage onto FBZ, who now hits like an entire truck. How many damage this guy hit? They're committing so much onto the Dreamer Cell. But remember, he's got an Aegis which he just picked up, but even so, they can't kill him off. They do have time enough to hold him just alive a little longer, but you can buy as much time as you can. You seal just fate with the devil, and he's gonna claim it. Cuckoo will make it out alive. What is this, Game of Thrones?
I was actually going to say Skyrim.
Well, let's see who falls through that who as he makes the initiation straight through after step, but gets caught out with the Dragon Tail. They will take him off first. That's the primary target gone. Raven is next, going straight for the egg. The egg cannot get off. Has to force the buyback, but Dreamer Cell is now in the area. Diverge his attention, and easy stay, frontlining it all. Dragon Breath forward, but who's going to take who down? The duel in the back line. It is on to Raven. It's a big one. Then they have to stun. No, they won't. Reaper side is trying to take the shoulders out. This looks like it's a Geek fan with, but oh yep, Geek fan actually has a chance to take coming up from Zephyr. He's just got to make sure he gets the time lapse off, but they will take down Raven, and they try to. He fell low out of the Phoenix egg. They see him. They know which one to kind of lift the stairs. Surely they take him down. They will finally, after all the valiant efforts and all the buybacks, they finally take him down, and he has a buyback as well. So he will commit.
He's got his team behind him though, so if Kezkut did get caught out, he would have had the backup.
Oh, Dreamer Cell again in the front lines, which he is a DK. He can't afford to do so, but do they really want to take this fight? Recognizing the Aegis is still on their hands, immediately turns into his Dragon Form, tries to go in with the commitment. They took down the Grimstroke, so that's one less problem to worry about. The meteor is there. FBZ gets the duel, but it seems like he's beating it onto the way of Raven. But it's suddenly heal. And notice the egg has been popped. Supernova. It's gonna pop. It's gonna connect. Raven is in the area. He just finished on FBZ before it is so. Now the Sunrays there in this man fight. He cannot take this on with all the regen that's coming up. K is here, joined in, has the Heartstop aura. Hide. It goes there with Dreamer Cell against two of the side of Keep Down in the backline. Dakota goes for the saving grace. That's your insurance. That's gone. There's no way you can get yourself out of there now without the time left. Has to force buyback from this one. 100 seconds on the side of the Void Spirit. Raven is all they have to save, but can they do so? He does have the Aegis. He will pop it. They're just gonna wait it out with the smoke screen. There's no way he's getting out of there with the doppelganger. He's definitely waiting in with the time left, but unfortunately they're zoning him out of the range. The duel is there to hold him there, but oh, they will take him down eventually. FBC, a worthwhile buyback right there. Immediately lift him up. His Necro, he may be tanky, but under the cover of the smoke screen is as good as just useless. Zephyr to fall in next. Geek fan finally waves the white flag. He calls GG in this game number 2. Goes to the side of Boom Esports.
Radiant's middle tower.
Wow.
Esports definitely playing it really fast.
If the game goes a little bit later, this will be unfortunate for Raven.
Again, kill potential isn't there just yet, I think, until at least he gets a Dragon Tail. Uses the Disrupt, gets Hideout, 2 illusions, bashing back at him, but with that Diabolic Edict and the stun, oh my god, Raven playing it real fast. He's done with the farming game. That's
going to be a pretty big annoyance from them.
Oh, he gets a
there we
roll
go.
down onto Whitemon. He's gone for a long time. One of the longest stuns in the game. There's that Primal Roar, and they can get more right here. Dragon Tail onto Zephyr. But K is in the area. So
The Deso needs to come up first on the PA though. PA has to go for damage before that BKB. Here we go onto Cuckoo. It's tanky though. He's got Ravage.
yeah, they're gonna commit everything. Whoa, but immediately the Kraken shells and burns it all off. But the control is there. Eventually, it pops. They'll get something.
But then again, they're smoking and they're going mid. There's only 2 of them here too. Can they go for this?
Oh, they got the roar onto Raven. There we go. Here's a glass cannon. The save is there with the disrupt. And the Ravage committed, but he is down for the count. And oh, nice. Nearly pumps down. But will go down with the Vendetta, but only reveals himself to feed more gold to the way of Boom Esports. And this, it is down on the cooldown. But Roach is falling pretty low. They have to make an engagement quick. Mikoto already in the cover of Shadowblade. If they spawn out Raven first, we'll see him. Dragon Breath forward. He's going to go down. Immediately comes up with the Ravage. And they're turning this one around, especially with the burst coming out from the Pulse Nova off Raven. He just fuels himself up to hold, keep himself safe. While
It could be hit or miss because once Boom
Radiant's top
sees
tower
this,
is under attack.
they've got one of the best heroes to pop a Lincoln.
Marcel, he spots out Raven though. Oh, he's got a great lift into the Phoenix Egg. They really have to take this Raven down. Otherwise, there's not much of an initiation they should go into. Raven is there. He pops the Bloodstone. So he's regenning up through it all. Gets the Yules up onto this Phoenix again. Gets the stun. It connects with all the magical burst. He will get the kill. And now, straight into the backline. The Astral steps forward. K. Carl wants no prisoner. He just wants casualty. But oh, Raven nearly fall pretty low. Gets the save from the Disruptor, and the Disruption will buy him some time, but the dagger is there. The new see him, Baseballs will take him down, so that's a lot of the damage gone. I think Dreamfam should get out of this one. Already committed to Ravage. They will take Dreamer Cell, so they will get the last kill and get out before it gets any more sour.
That ward.
They're still sticking in
got
the area.
vision. They see
They
Cuckoo.
really want to get something done here. Mikoto comes in with the Dragon Form, actually breaks the passive, but no follow-up damage right there. Pops down the egg immediately. Will it actually pop onto it? The Dragon Tail will hold him for far longer. Cuckoo gets crit down, nearly dies over. Has to pop the Ravage, immediately turn this one around, burst down high, and they're taking this fight on their own terms. Actually gets one down. That is gone for the Phoenix. But Raven, he's the glass cannon. He does not scale later. And here he is showing that he is slowly being irrelevant in all these engagements. Feeling
To breach high ground, 30 minutes in.
Middle tower has fallen.
Geek Fair, this push lineup that they tried to execute, the idea was there. They just weren't able to make it happen fast enough, that they separate, that they ganked one by one, but look at how they're playing. They're grouping up together. They've got all their spells. Supernova is available. There's no Ravage. Oh, Ravage is up now though, but BKBs are up.
he actually comes in with the lift, immediately pops the Ravage. Gotta take down the Phoenix before it pops the egg. The continuous stun is there, but Raven is falling pretty low. He will go down. Immediately focuses onto this Tide. Tide does not live the Telltale. It's literally looking like it's over right now. They fought back. They're trying to come in and make it to the death for it. They take down the Phoenix. Great. But now the lift is there. Dreamer Cell comes in with the crit. Stifling dagger again onto Zephyr. Pops the spike carapace, but Dreamer Cell is smarter. He doesn't want to use it. He has to take down Raven once again. He has to. He's killing it up through it all. Regen. He's alive still. Crit is all gone.
Oh my God.
Dreamer Cell and GG has been called. Geek Fam. They tried to be
Oh my
creative, they
God.
tried to play way faster than they usually do, but they have no solution the moment it's
Not
scaled.
necessarily dominate with the Queen of Pain. He's done some work. He's been able to grab some kills early.
Because like looking at Geek Fam, they have a lot of structural damage. Has to respect it, has to back off. And yes, you were saying?
I was just saying, I think even though... Oh, hang on. First blood on the Pugna. First blood on the Pugna.
And the Scatter Blast, the Scatter Shot, the Shredder. There's so many things to work with. Chained onto the tower, has to force the press the attack onto him. He is disrupted. Whitemon now is the next target. He's a squishy one. maybe has the blind up in a bit to dissuade it, but the stacks from the Shadow Poison is enough. They will get a straight kill. Raven and FBZ both each get some kill onto their way. Same goal too, 156. They said it's both correct. You can call him Hyde or Heidi. Someone said
I'm seeing
as well.
Someone saying Heidi. So it could be Heidi.
Oh!
Wait.
We were checking out on names.
The strength gain just in time. It's gonna be very hard to kill. That's gonna be very bad for Carl. Oh, hang on, they managed to find the lesion because they have the damage.
Yep, it doesn't even phase him a little bit. They are still in the area. They're still taking the towers, but at this point, if you can't kill even one of them at this point in the early game, you know they're just gonna get harder and harder to deal with. Oh, the Roar finally committed onto the Void Spirit. Mikoto can now finally just jump straight in, burst him down, burst down the Pugna. Mikoto still living. With the cookie will secure his life, but Raven picked off both the supports already. I mean, one of the supports. The saving grace, that is the Shadow Demon. Mikoto to fall in next, finally. Geek Fam playing the tempo right, getting something in return. It's gonna be pretty stagnant. I foresee that one happening, but Geek Fam should be the one, be the aggressive, force a response onto the side, and immediately comes in FBZ with the burst damage. And the duel will secure that kill. 20 duel damage onto his name, focus straight onto the Will-O-Wisp, and that's what they gotta do. Play around the duel damage. Their best bet is probably the high ground. I don't think Geek Fam can push upwards, although they do have the Kotal, they do have the Nether Blast. They can do so, but threat onto killing the heroes isn't there quite much. Immediately dissimulate, go straight forward onto Cuckoo. But in the back lines, they want to get on this Shadow Demon. He just disrupts himself. The Cookie stun is there, holds Raven there. Second duel comes out. They're going to claw him down, but the sustain coming up from this Magna will not, actually will buy enough time for him to run it out of there. Zephyr goes down for the count. Raven's still in the area. What is he doing? He should be backing up at this point. Sonic Wave forward. I think he kind of missed. It was only clipped it by the sides, and now Jay is falling pretty low as well. He has to turn this one around. The Discipline is there. One more right click. Unfortunately, cannot finish the job, but that's a lot of your defense.
And look at that smoke. They might run into Mikoto.
I think he knows. He immediately waveforms into full strength, tries to waveform out of there, goes for the TP, but he gets chained into place with the Will-O-Wisp in the area. Void Spirit came in way in the wrong timing. He should have cancelled that one. It was a gloss cause the moment he dropped the Will-O-Wisp.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They don't.
Radiant's top
They
tower.
don't, yeah. No one's in the jungle. Oh, actually, no, they do have Morphling in the jungle. I guess they're trying to look for it now if they can.
Oh, they have to take down this button now, though. That's a lot of the tower damage gone. They got them before the duration of the duel times out, which is a good thing. Wait, hold up. What? Oh, the Nether Ward killed him.
Morphling's getting pretty close though. He's almost got his E-Blade, and the E-Blade is where things are going to start to turn around because Mikoto will be able to participate in team fights. FBZ tries to TP.
Good. The whole reason they couldn't hold his his top tower earlier is because BGILER isn't ready for the fight. He has to stay up top to farm. He's going to cut the creep waves, but eventually this is going to force him back.
Keep farming up DreamerCell. Just have that one team fight where you take all that net worth back. And DreamerCell's actually recently farmed as well. Once he gets his BKB, hang on. Hang on.
Duo with the modifications in the area, but they cannot kill him just yet, unfortunately. Delaying the inevitable, but it's good enough. They've got the fuel damage onto his way, and we've seen how FBZ can really scale into the snowball if this happens. Silence is there, will purge it up with the fuel scepter. He's got the press the attack to help save him. Especially with the disrupt. Commits the Will-O-Wisp, will burst him down with the Sonic Waves, and he just rammed us forward. Raven wants in, but Mikoto is finally in the area, has purged it off. Unfortunately, the Panther used it before even the silence, and he was going straight edgy at that point. This is getting pretty desperate at this point. They cannot withstand the pressure. They failed to do so at the very least.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire now have mega creeps.
Mega creeps key. 30 minutes in, and it's a GG.
We're actually getting there.
Unless Boom decide to make a last-minute change and maybe put the Troll up against the Alchemist. I think the main item you're also looking for on the Alchemist is the Radiance and the Assault Crest. So the mischance on that plus the extra armor might be enough for them to maybe The troll looks like Hyde might die here. First blood to Raven.
Actually saved his off laner.
Yeah, FBZ holding on to that second skill point. Oh, looks like Alchemist's gonna die here to Mikoto. Yep, just closing in behind along with the gyro. Unfortunately for Geek Fam. Oh, hang on.
Careful though. The Thunderclap's actually doing decent damage. They just need a couple of more
Healing
right
up a
clicks,
Tango.
unfortunately.
Ooh, Tango.
Again, immediately action packed. Top laning as well. It seems that they're committing into it. The flags are there. But the damage isn't too, well, scary at this point. K, again, falling pretty low against Mikoto, who's got all the bursts in the world.
Even Mars, he's a little behind in net worth, but he hasn't been harassed out of lane. So all this pressure so far going onto the out.
Again, the burst damage comes in with the Astral Step. Pulls him in with the Void Remnant. He needs one more, will go down. And now they're going to turn this one around against Mikoto. The Thunderclap finishes it all off. Or some sort of a commitment, thinking that his teammates were around the area, but he's just gonna get bursted down. Mikoto is a burst damage. Cuckoo though, they're all here. Commits the Fear of Mars. I think he might have the Astral, but the Immortal Hand will hold him there for even longer, and Raven come in and dish the damage. Will go down with the Fear of Mind Flame. Egg committed in the back line. Not sure if they can take the fight or if they want to. At this point, they are gonna try and show themselves farming in the mid lane. Trying to consider this Roche as base. I mean, as space.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Push a single lane now, but immediately, yep, Stampede committed forward, dive in, straight up, sees the entire team of Geek Fam in a single spot. Great home stop, Soul catches onto all three. Egg is broken into the back line, and now Demon Shells is gonna climb down with the BKB. No one is stopping him. Arena of Blood having committed under the cover of False Promise. Raven is barely living. He's trying, but will he actually get? No, he will pop and go down. Out the ball intact. DK hasn't had a great game, and he's not going to ever see the light of day as he falls down as well.
And FBZ, he knew it. He knew how small that corridor was. Blinks in, jumps in with the initiation, two-man foot stomp, deletes the disruptor. He did not get the static storm that he wanted to. He had to put it down early. Grab another kill. Zephyr, dead again. He just came back. He just died again. First set of accents going down. No buyback available on this Alchemist. It's all onto Raven. But Raven, he had to cop the bullet early to try and bring the game back with Carl. But once they realized, wait a minute, we're up against a very fat Void Spirit.
Yup, immediately comes in with the Astral Step, all the damage. They are just too big this early. White Mon inside the fountain will not go for the kill inside it. Will respect it. The fountain still hurts. They are not as fat taking the fountain dive. But
30 minutes. No one is in a position to fight if they're Geek
okay,
Fam.
they might try something.
Static Storm is up.
Under the cover of fall down as well. Dreamercell just pops the health with the BKB. Battle Trance healing himself back up. He's going ham, and KK is trying to tank it through it all, but damage is starting to add up, and he's starting to hit fast. Pops the BKB as well onto Raven. Raven is forced out of his hand, has to go back. Already forced a false promise onto him, so that's already a huge win from Boom Esports, and I don't think they can actually respond to it. Rukescu gets Thunderclap up, but the save from the disruption is there to negate some of the damage and actually save his soul. The unstable concoction. Mikoto straight in the backline, clears everyone up, bursts onto Raven. Raven falling low, the Void Random pulls him in, but he's out. Carl goes down with also Raven to gyro up there, and they call GG.
The GG.
Geek Fam, they are not up to this. They cannot handle the pressure coming up from Boom Esports. They played the tempo right. They put